Hello y'all, in this video we are going to complete Tutorial Island in the video game RuneScape. So I've already made my character and we gotta now talk to Reginald. Let me turn the camera and there is Reginald over there. He is waving at us, so let's go left click on him to talk to him. Reginald says, a new arrival to the world of Gillinor. Welcome, adventurer. When you're ready to continue your journey, open that door over there. And that's the greeting. Let's left click on the door to open it. And out we go. Reginald says, now go outside and talk to your first instructor, Brianna, the survival expert. Let's go speak with Brianna, however her name is said. Let's talk to her. She says, hello there, newcomer. My name is Brianna. I'm going to teach you about skills you'll need to survive. You have many skills you can train. The more you practice, the better you get. And our skills are over here on the right, and there is a lot of them. Brianna says, I'll tell you about the woodcutting, fishing, fire making, and cooking skills. Let's start with woodcutting. Chop a tree until you get some logs in your backpack. So let's left click on a tree and chop it down and get some logs. And we got ourselves some logs. Very nice. So let's return to Brianna. She says, very good. Now let's put those logs to use. Light the logs in your backpack to make a fire. So we got to right click the logs in your backpack to see more options. So let's do that. Light logs. You made a fire and earned experience in a fire making skill. Oh, that's a nice fire. Very good, very good. Let's talk to Brianna again. She says, well done. You can cook food on a fire. If you're ever injured, eating food will restore your health. We'll need something to cook. There are shrimp in the pond, so let's catch and cook some. So let's go to the fishing spot over here. Left click on that, the bubbles, and you can catch, and we caught some raw shrimp. So now we got to go to the raw shrimp and left click on that. Click use and click on the fire. And let's cook our shrimp. You accidentally burned the shrimp. Well, that's tragic, isn't it? That's terrible. I guess I gotta get more shrimp. I didn't mean for that to happen. I wanted this to go well in the first try, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go back and try to cook the shrimp again. There we go. You successfully cooked the shrimp. Left click Brianna to talk to her. She says, oh, well done. Now you have some food to eat whenever you feel poorly. That's worded in an interesting way. Anyway, Brianna says, I've taught you all I can about woodcutting, fire making, and fishing. Open the gate, follow the path to the next area, and talk to the master chef. He'll teach you more about cooking. So we're going to follow these arrows and go on down to this gate and go down a hill after that to meet the master chef. And we are also shown how the minimap works. The minimap shows the area you're currently in. Left click a location on the minimap to travel to that location. So we're going to run down to see the master chef in his little building. Let's go inside here. And we're inside. Let's talk to the master chef. He says, welcome, newcomer. I am the master chef, Lev. I will teach you how to cook food truly fit for a king. I already know how to cook. Brianna just taught me. Ha! You call that cooking? You're much more likely to burn your food if you cook on a log fire out in the open. You should cook at a range whenever you can. Now, I'm going to teach you the fine art of baking bread. The master chef gives you an empty bucket and a pot of flour. Now I got to go to the sink and fill the bucket with water. Where is the sink? Oh, hold on. Looking at the wrong place. So let's get the bucket, click on the sink, get the water from the sink. You fill the bucket from the sink and use the bucket of water on the pot of flour. Click that. In our backpack, you mix the water and flour to make some bread dough. That is done. And now we will go to the range with our bread dough, and use it at the range. Now we'll make bread. We're done with that. So let's go back to the master chef. He says, there's nothing like the smell of freshly baked bread. Be sure to carry a little food with you on your adventures. If you're injured in combat, eating is the best way to feel better. feel better. He also says there are all sorts of food you can cook with the right ingredients and a high enough cooking skill. Pies, cakes, stews. You can even churn cream and butter or brew your own mead. And we got to open the door to go to next area, so let's do that. We're going to say goodbye to the Master Chef, and we're going to go down wherever this door leads. And the Master Chef says, follow the path to the home of the quest guide. So off we go to the home of the quest guide off in the distance. We're here and the door is wide open. Let's talk to the quest guide. He says, welcome adventurer. I'm here to tell you all about quest. Let's start by opening the quest menu. And there's the quest menu. A quest name is red if you have not started it. When you have started a quest, it will change color to yellow to show it's in progress. And to green, and it will change to green when you've completed the quest. Continue. To find the start of a quest, look for the quest icon on your minimap. You'll usually start the quest by talking to someone nearby. And the quest guide says, quests can vary greatly from collecting beads to hunting down dragons. You have to experience the thrill of questing yourself to fully understand. You may find some adventure in the cave under my house. So let's go down this ladder and go into the quest guide's cave. And we are loading the map. Now we got to talk to the mining instructor. And so we're now in the underground portion of Tutorial Island. There is the mining instructor. Let's talk to him. He says, greetings, my name is Dezek and I'm a miner by trade. On either side of me are rocks containing tin and copper ore. Mine 2 tin ore and 2 copper ore. We're going to smelt and smith a melee weapon for you. So let's do that. Where's my backpack? Okay, let's go mine this tin rock over here. Getting a little bit of mining EXP. Not much, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. And this may take a while, honestly. We got our tin. Now let's get the copper. And that shouldn't take too long, I hope. We got everything we need, so let's hit find more on the activity tracker. Let's talk to the mining instructor. That's not doing anything. He says, you showed a mining instructor the tin ore and copper ore you mined. He says, great work. The better the pickaxe you use, the faster you'll mine. Also, the better the pickaxe, the higher the mining level you'll require to wield it. And he says, why do I want to mine ore? Well, my character says, why do you want to mine ore? The mining instructor says, you can use your smithing skill to smelt ore into metal bars at a furnace. Then at an anvil, you smith the bars into melee weapons and armor worn by warriors. He then says, you can smelt tin and copper together to make bronze equipment. Simply deposit the ores into a furnace, forge your anvil, and then use the furnace to smelt them into a bar of metal. So let's smelt the 2 bars in a furnace. At a furnace, you can store your mine ores in your metal bank and smelt ores into bars. Okay, smelting bronze. Left-click this button to deposit the tin and copper ore in your backpack into your metal bank. Let's click that. Select bronze bars. And left-click this button to start smelting. And that will take a little bit of time. We got our bars. Let's go back to the mining instructor. What's he going to say now? He tells, Lawford, my character says, how do I make a weapon out of a bronze bar? The mining instructor tells us, when you use an anvil, you choose the item you want to smith, as long as you have a high enough smithing level and the correct number of bars. The higher your smithing level, the better quality of metal you can work. You start off on bronze and work your way up as your smithing skill increases. Start by smithing a bronze dagger at an anvil. Sure. Let's go to the forge. Smithing bronze dagger. Click this button to deposit any ores or bars in your backpack into your metal bank. Done. Select bronze bar to show all the items you can smith with this metal. Let's select a bronze dagger in the weapons category. Select begin project. Let's get ourselves a dagger, which shouldn't be too long. Your unfinished item is at full heat. Bronze dagger used anvil. Let's go to that. and hammer it out. Get a little bit of EXP while we're doing this for smithing, and it should be ready very soon. Just part of the smithing process in this game. You finish smithing bronze dagger. You smith the bronze bars into a bronze dagger. Let's go back to the mining instructor. Dezek, or whatever his name is, says, excellent, now that you have a melee weapon, you're ready to learn about combat. So let's leave the mining instructor and open the gate to the next area up ahead. Where you have opened the gate is open. Now let's talk to the combat instructor. Lawful says, hi, my name's Lawful. The combat instructor says, to me, you're another newcomer who thinks they're ready to fight. I am Vanaka, the greatest swordsman alive. You'll barely do any damage with your bare hands. Let's start by wielding that butter knife you're carrying. Let's click on the dagger, left click on the bronze dagger, and we're now wielding the weapon. Now you're ready to attack. Now, what am I saying? Now you're ready for combat. Attack a rat. You continue to fight each other until it's dead, or you do something else. So let's go into this pit and take on some rodents. This is going to be my first fight. Let's take on a rat that's being pointed out to us. Ooh, 18 damage. And one thing you'll notice about RuneScape, compared to old school RuneScape, the combat system is somewhat different. You'll do a lot of damage to enemies, and they'll do a lot of damage to you. The rat is defeated. Now let's go back to the combat instructor. What is Vanaka going to say, I wonder? He says, well done, you've defeated your first monster. There's a lot more to combat, including the ranged and magic skills. You learn more about them when you get to the mainland. For now, you're finished in this cave. Return to the surface and continue on your journey. So we're done here. Up to the top we go to get out of this dark place. Let's climb a ladder. Climbing up, and the map is loading. Now we got to talk to the financial advisor, who I think is in this bank up here. I think it's a bank anyway, I'm guessing by its appearance. So let's go inside, talk to financial advisor. He says, money is useful because you can buy items from the Grand Exchange if you don't want to craft them yourself. Gold coins are the currency of the human kingdoms. Your coins are kept in your coin pouch below the items in your backpack. You currently have 0 coins. I'm very poor. Oh well. Financial advisor says there are 3 basic ways to make money: skilling, combat, and trading. Some people have work for an adventurer like you, and they will reward you for completing quests. Many enemies will drop items when they die. You can sell them to a general store or on the Grand Exchange in Varrock. By getting a high level in skills, such as cooking, mining, smithing, or fishing, you can create or gather your own items and sell them for pure profit, pure riches. You can only carry so many items in your backpack. You can deposit items you want to keep and not sell into your bank. And we're done here. You can access your bank from a bank booth or bank chest. Look for the bank icon on your minimap or world map. So let's access the bank by clicking on it. And let's put in our burnt shrimp, my most prized possession at the moment, as well as a bucket and an empty pot. This definitely needs to go into a bank. So we're done here, and the financial advisor says, we're almost done here. You're nearly finished. The prayer instructor would like to have a chat with you in the nearby church. Out the door we go, and off to find the prayer instructor, who is in this big temple to the left of the bank we were just in. Let's go inside, talk to the prayer instructor. What does he have to say? Good day, brother. My name's Lawful. The prayer instructor says, hello, Lawful. I'm Brother Brace. I'm here to tell you all about prayer. This is your prayer list. Prayers boost your effectiveness in combat. As you increase your level in the prayer skill, you'll unlock more prayers. Click on the prayer you wish to activate. Click on the prayer you wish to use to activate it, and click it again to deactivate it. So let's click on thick skin. That's on. Active prayers will drain your prayer points. You can recharge your prayer points by praying at an altar, usually found in a church. Most enemies will drop bones when defeated. Pick up and bury bones to earn prayer experience. Are there rules for how I should behave? the character says. Well, Lawful says, the player character says that. And the prayer instructor says, yes, in general, always try to be courteous to others. Remember that adventurers like yourself are real people with real feelings. If you go around being abusive or causing trouble, you could end up in trouble. I'll keep that in mind, Lawful says. And we're going to open the door and head to the next area. And we're getting close to the end of Tutorial Island. We now got to speak with the magic instructor. The magic instructor is probably going to teach us magic. So let's speak to him. And I got to turn the camera a little bit. Okay, there we go. Talk to magic instructor. He says, good day, newcomer. Your journey is nearly at its end. My name is Tarova. Before you leave for the mainland, I'm going to tell you a little bit about magic. Let's start by opening your spell book. And our spell book is now open, and the magic instructor says, this is a list of your spells. Casting spells increases your magic level and consumes runes, which you carry in your backpack. You create runes with the rune crafting skill. With a low magic level, you can only cast the simplest spells, such as Air Strike. You must wield a magical weapon to cast combat spells. You must wield a magical weapon to cast combat spells. You begin your adventure in Barthorpe, in the Kingdom of Asgonia. The Barthorpe Imperial Guard need an adventurer like yourself to defend their principality from trolls invading from the north. I'm going to deactivate the protective spells around this island so you can home teleport to Barthorpe using the lodestone network. If you ever get lost, you can freely teleport to a lodestone you have discovered. And click here to open the lodestone. Click here to open the lodestone network map. Let's click on that. Do we hit home teleport? Yeah, there we go. The map shows which lodestones you have activated so far. And here we have the map. The Barthorpe lodestone has been activated for you. Click the lodestone to teleport here. So off we go. The teleportation is underway. And there's the animation, and off we go. We're going to Barthorpe, which is in the middle of this game's world. I think I want to say that. Not entirely sure. I'm going off the map. I'd say it's close to that, and we have an introduction. Oh, that's sort of neat. It's like an opening cinematic, kind of. That's cool. And we have teleported in using the lodestone network. Very nifty way of traveling. You don't got to use teleportation spells like you need to do in OSRS. That was Tutorial Island in RuneScape. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.